Hola, pendejos. Well, bienvenidos to El Gaylord Center, where we're all prepping our loads for you. Soy Miami Marty, I'm your jefe for this one because
Ooh.
Ty's voice was broken yesterday. I don't know if he's going to be on the show, but he's definitely live producing it. Editor Ty, throw up the great job producer Ty image right here. Editor
Wow.
Ty, that was the
Bruh.
1997 World Series in its entirety.
No
But
way.
thanks. Let's go, Marlins. Thank you. We've got 9 million fucking people here. We got old man Kurt. We've got old man Dave. We've got old man Joe and old man Y2 Nitro Taina. We're here to talk about Miami Vice from 2006, a movie that made about $10 million dollars on a $135 million budget, had a 48% on Rotten Tomatoes. Uh, so just gonna go real quick down the horn. Give me 5 words on do you think this movie is good or not, Kurt?
Um, well, it has two Audio Slave songs in it. Um, I thought we were going to review a much superior film, Michael Mann's Collateral, and that was a great movie. And I'd like to apologize to the audience that we are not reviewing Heat or Collateral. He was also a good movie.
Okay,
You guys,
great,
you got
big
hold on.
endorsement.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I need five more
Give
words.
him
You remember that
space. Give
Audio
him space.
Slave montage
I
in
I
Collateral,
already gave you
starring
27. I asked for 5.
starring Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx.
Big James.
Agreed. Dave, your thoughts?
You want 5 words? Long
Thank you, thank
movie,
you, Dave.
not good. Huh?
I like it, Joe.
Yeah, this was the poor man's Heat. This should have been a different movie where Colin Farrell and the Chinese lady fell in love, and then it was a crime thriller. But it wasn't, and this movie sucks.
That was way more than 5. Thank you, Taina.
Um, I've got Colin Farrell's hair rocks hard.
Yep.
That's 7, which is close enough to 5. We take it. I'm gonna go ahead and read Ty's review that he posted in Discord today. Also, he watched this movie twice. Second watch through of Miami Vice felt like my ball sack was stuck in a Vice script. The cinematography and editing pissed me off so much. Unbelievable music choices and didn't fit the mood or narrative in the slightest. Every music cue was more baffling than the last. I have no earthly idea how this got a cult following. Might be the worst movie I've watched, and I've definitely the worst film I've seen for the pod. I think that's a little harsh. I think
Two
this
words
movie
for you.
redefines
Steve
mid.
Nash and Chris Paul. Must see TV.
And we have a OnlyFan Alex. OnlyFan. Check out Alex's OnlyFans, by the way, who says most TV pilot movie I've ever seen. Has
Oh,
anybody
this is
here
so
actually
true.
has anybody here actually seen the Miami Vice TV show? Because I haven't.
I
No.
have.
I've not.
Okay. Is
Being-
it anything like this at all?
No, it's charming. Although they do have the same Sonny, Colin Farrell's character. He does have the same Colt Commander model, and I was very pleased to see that faithfully reproduced in the 2006 remake.
Yeah, so my impression of Miami Vice was basically GTA Vice City, which is this was going to be a big, colorful, kind of wacky, fun, buddy cop fun time movie,
Mhm.
and it's fucking not at all.
No.
It is unbelievably serious. Everything happens at night or in the darkest day in Miami history, a place that's cloudy like twice a year. And we're just gonna get right into the movie. Every scene in this movie, I'm going to have to work backwards for you because you don't know what the fuck is happening or who anybody is until like what 90% of the way through. Just every single time. But this movie opens up with Encore slash Numb playing, which is fucking sick and the best thing that happens in this movie.
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, that's after what, the 5-minute opening crawl of them racing boats or something?
Oh my god. Yeah.
On the
It was
cut
that
I
John
watched,
Travolta one.
on the cut I watched, this happens 30 seconds into the movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
No.
it's numbing the club, and then boats,
So
and
Okay.
then people get blown to smithereens, and then they drive.
yeah, no, like for the cut that Ty and I watched, the opening crawl and boats is the first like 5-10 minutes, and then they get in the club, and then it is a movie.
The Amazon Prime cut is just goes right into this, and you get
Oh,
people dancing in the Mass Effect club.
The boat scene is one of the better ones in the movie.
Can I talk real quick? I want to talk about vaccines real quick.
Oh, Editor Ty.
All right?
Oh
okay.
God.
No, I don't
Vaccine
sound like.
has
Someone said I
been
sound like
unmuzzled.
RFK earlier, so I had to make the bit. If everyone wants to point at the screen, we're at 7 minutes. So that's when Encore started playing. Yeah,
Oh,
I think
Jesus.
we got the director's cut that they said that this
Yeah.
was his vision.
Good Lord. Yeah, watch it on Prime. The cut I watched is only 2 hours and 14 minutes instead of 2 hours and 19 minutes.
We
So
got-
holy fuck, this is a long ass movie.
We got the extra boats, dude.
Yeah, we got extra boats.
We had to really.
Was
we
it
had to really
worth it?
Yeah, we had to really feel like we
No.
were in Miami, and I felt like Michael
Did it
Mann's
make you
vision.
feel like? Did it make you feel like you were Miami Spider-Man?
Yes. Yeah, they
Yes.
got me. They got me with a Cubano on. I'm eating a Cubano in the hut that I made myself.
Pizza Hut.
I'm gonna start swinging around. Jamie Foxx is here. He says, "I'm gonna kill you, Spider-Man." And then I realized I was Amazing Spider-Man too. I was like, "Shit, fuck. Where am
Can
I
we just
again?"
talk about that instead of
what?
this?
Jamie
Well, I
Foxx
think
is
it
in
is- it
Amazing
does-
Spider-Man too. He was Electro.
Yeah, it does bear
Yeah,
mentioning.
so in that movie,
uh,
at the beginning, they graduate
I'm in
from high
Miami,
school,
Trick.
and then whichever Emma that it is.
All right,
is
actually,
like-
everybody yelled at me to not make this 2 hours. Shut the fuck up. Okay.
Nah, 2 hours, bitch.
Welcome
We're in
to-
Miami, Trick.
So the first scene of the movie, what basically goes on is they're trying to they're like doing a prostitution sting, okay? But you don't fucking know that at all. You don't know who anybody is. You don't know what their names are. The movie opens up either 5 minutes of boats that make you feel like Spider-Man, or just Encore / Numb hitting in the club and people dancing. And eventually we figure out we've got Sonny, who is Colin Farrell. It takes a really long time to find out Jamie Foxx is Rico. There are several other people on what I'm going to call Team SNR, whose names I do not fucking know, and I don't know if they're ever said. But they're working in the club, trying to bust a prostitution ring. There's some big bald guy that looks like the Kingpin. One cop has a live feed on a flip phone of him in the back room doing the So that's cool. His name's Neptune. I don't know. This doesn't end up fucking mattering in the slightest, because the only important thing that happens here is Sonny gets a call and he leaves the club, and some guy named Alonzo, who is the most skeezed out, greasy looking guy I've seen in a minute, calls up and he's like, "Hey man, they got my girl. Help me. Please God, I'm leaving forever or killing myself." Not really clear. And so they go, "Damn, this guy was an FBI informant," he just said. And he was also a Miami police informant, which you're also supposed to gather based on, I guess it's called Miami Vice. I don't know. So they call up, Rico calls up this guy's girlfriend, and she's like, doesn't answer. She's dead. And they're like, damn. Then they call John FBI, who's a white boy whose last name is Fujima. Like, hey, your guy is fucked. Also, you fucked us. Also, there's Nazis that are involved in this.
Yeah, there is a shot to a skinhead dude with a swastika tattoo.
So
It's a
that's
heat
the
callback. Also, I
that's the
think
first-
the
20 minutes of this movie.
yeah, you got to mention that Ciaran Hinds plays FBI man.
Okay.
Tell me- well, tell me.
Phenomenal actor. HBO's Rome. He played Julius Caesar.
Yeah, that's
This is
Fujima.
our Al Pacino stand-in.
Yeah, he's great. He doesn't even try to do a different accent. He's just this British guy in the FBI.
Dude. So at this point in the movie, you might be wondering to yourself, what have I gotten myself into? Why does this movie look like shit? And then you realize they fucking filmed this on digital with a $150 million
did
budget.
they?
Like, what were they thinking? And it's 2006. They don't have HD cameras ready to be on digital. So this shit just looks like ass. And if you watch any trailer with the high def WMV, it looks even grainier and grittier. And you can't upscale those at all. Everything just looks like a TV movie because of how it's shot. But where'd the budget go? Where the fuck did the budget go? It couldn't have all gone to Jamie Foxx.
Hair care for the mullet, dude.
Yeah.
Man.
Had to
Yeah, since we've already referenced them up in the club,
Up in the
there's
club.
just something about the combination that Sonny's got going on. He's got the suit but with a V-neck, the mullet and the mustache. That's a look worth bringing back.
And the
actually.
V-mask on, too.
And
How are we
yeah,
feeling, how are we feeling
Sure.
about Colin Farrell's accent in this?
it's atrocious, and it changes. It changes. I find out 2/3 of the way through the movie when he starts talking about Allman Brothers and Leonard Skinner that he's probably supposed to be
You
from the
ever heard-
Panhandle.
You haven't heard of the Allman
Yeah.
Brothers?
So like he's actually supposed to be like some kind of like alligator cracker that but he doesn't sound like that at
Well, yeah,
all.
that-
Instead it's like he's like a Boston guy almost, but he's not.
Yeah,
And,
he's
he has the he
He can't phlegm that Irish out of his throat.
no.
He's just got to go. He's got to go to the New England.
They should have just let him go with it. They should. I don't know.
You don't know anymore. I don't even know
They should have
anymore.
all been Irish. Like every line should have been like, "That guy's obviously fucking Cuban."
Editor
Okay.
Ty, throw up the entirety of The Irishman right here.
Oh my god,
Ooh.
please.
Yes,
Banger.
can we do
There
that?
it is.
Anger.
We will go the
Oh,
length of
wow.
Irishman, and Marty will kill us.
Of all the movies that have come out,
Oh, it's not a Marty will kill you. This was
Marty's
this was an
angry.
editor producer Ty who wasn't even supposed to be on the show because he was dying.
It's true.
Call.
Yeah, but then
You
we
know,
got a phone
Miami
call
Vice-
from Peter who said, "Hey,
Fuck you!
I'll
It's
be
my
on."
job,
Ah,
not you. You're not even supposed to be
Encore,
here.
do you want more?
More.
Get out of here. Do you have
Was that a
3,200
Clerks
words
reference?
written on this? I don't
Was that a
think
Clerks
so.
reference?
Yeah, but I got
Clerkus.
it in my
Clerkus.
noodle. About
I
how
will
much
not
hate
have
this
any
movie.
discussion of Kevin Smith on this goddamn program.
No.
Anyway,
Never mind.
Wow.
so
I pull up the tweet.
as I
I'm
was
pu-
saying,
Marty's punning my taint.
Miami Vice is to Michael Mann what The Irishman is to Martin Scorsese.
Oh,
that's
No.
my dad. Anyway,
Oh, no.
so
Yeah.
Alonzo
Sure.
is like, "Hey man, they
Help.
said they were gonna kill my girl if I didn't give them up," and then John Fujima, white guy, is like, "Damn, there's a drug deal happening right now." So Team SNR rolls out, which is Sonny, Rico, 3 women, and another bald guy. And now we go to the drug deal that is happening, assumedly, and it's just some cracker, and then like John Nazi and his Nazi guys that are selling him drugs, and they do the money exchange or whatever, and it looks like
with
it's
the
fine.
Russians. With the Russians.
The Russians. Oh, they're supposed to be Russian. Okay. So
Yeah.
anyway, so then as they get back in the car with the drugs and John Nazi is on the other side, he's like, "Oh, by the way, you guys are FBI, hee hee." And then there's just hidden dudes with fucking 50 cal sniper rifles that are there, and they just light the whole thing the fuck up. And they have the HRT weapons team on the way. I don't know what that means, but they didn't do anything.
I've never seen a more deleted man than that guy getting fucking pwned. That was like Marty gonna do my taint later. I couldn't believe it.
That's the second time he's made that joke.
Yes,
Keep a
well,
counter.
yes, I'm gonna make it a 4th time, 5th time, 6th time because I need to bring back Kevin Smith.
Oh, all right.
So anyway,
He's dead.
we cut to
Don't
Rico-
bail him out. Don't bail him out.
we cut to Rico and Sonny in one of the many establishing driving shots that they do throughout the movie, which I actually liked. Michael Mann has like a certain long shot that he does each time where the camera kind of pans from a strange perspective to an even stranger perspective. They catch up to Alonzo the Fink. Alonzo gets out and shows them a printed out glossy JPEG photo of his wife, his girlfriend, his main
Girlfriend,
sweet-
wife, something, whatever. I don't know. Somebody he cares about.
Yeah. And she's obviously in captivity. I have here Sonny's mullet blows in the wind.
Oh,
The hair
And,
is nice.
The
Yeah,
hair's
it
great,
is.
dude. The hair is rules.
Really is.
Jamie Foxx's hair does not rule. He got some kind of like weird transplant where he shrank his forehead down to looking like a caveman. Because you can,
well, 'cause he won
if
the
you
Academy Award.
Yeah, that he spent the Academy Award money that they totally give to you when you win an Oscar on good hair, because it did not look like that in Jarhead, and that was just a few years prior. God, you guys remember Jarhead? What a movie!
What a movie.
No, we don't. So, anyway, yeah. Also, his wife has a bomb around her neck or something. These guys
Yeah.
love doing that shit. So, yeah, they're like, damn. And then Rico gets a call from the feds because we see a shot of just blood everywhere and feet. And then Rico, to convey the information that this guy's girl is dead, just says, hey man, you don't need to go home. Which
Yeah,
is,
that's nuts.
yeah, fucking cold as shit for a guy we're supposed to like. And then Alonzo was like, damn, they said they wouldn't kill her. And then he just jumps in front of a moving truck. And that's how the scene ends. You
My
just
favorite
watch the
shot in
truck
the whole
drive
movie.
away.
With like a trail of like blood, like a snail.
Yeah, there's
It's
blood
hilarious.
under it. Yeah.
So you might think some of that sounded entertaining. And maybe if it took, like, I don't know, 5 minutes, it would be. But this took like 30 minutes. And most of it was just establishing shots.
Mm-hmm.
So where was everyone's mental state by now vis-a-vis this movie? I know some of you watched it in the same place. How are we holding up by now?
So, well, at least for me, on our audience, it sounds like, some cool stuff is happening. No, because all of this takes place over the course of like, what, 15, 20 minutes? And with
Yeah, Todd,
And-
move the mouse. Let's see where we're at.
We are at 18 minutes. So
18 minutes.
but there's really no like there's just like quick cuts of dialogue like here and
Yeah.
there between two people about like we're burned, let's do the thing, and then it just is like vague action happening, and then you see the guy get mega deleted by the sniper team, and that's raw as fuck, and then the rest of it just goes back to like shot, reverse shot, guys talking on the phone, and then people moving from left to right.
and then
Yeah, there's a
maybe the
lot
car
of guys
going,
talking on a
or
phone
boat.
standing on top of a skyscraper, which is cool. I
This
do
was
like
the-
it. It does work. Like,
This was the
but-
first movie to grapple with the problem of how do we do movies when everybody just has a cell phone now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's boring.
and they got it wrong because nobody talks on the cell phone. You just text. Even then,
Well, they only had
True.
the nine numbers to.
yeah,
they didn't
skill
wanna-
issue, dude. Skill issue, young man.
They weren't hitting number 5 4 times to get whatever letter. I can't even imagine those phones anymore. They're so out of my head.
It ruled.
Okay.
Had to be there.
Mine goes crazy.
So now the Miami Vice, they call their you just eventually figure out it's their cop dad who's in charge of the Miami Vice, but also big times the FBI many times. And he's like, hey man, don't come to school. Meet me on top of a parking garage in 15 minutes. Why? Who knows? And so lead cop, who has a name that I never learned, has brought White Boy Fujima onto the top of this parking garage, and Sonny and Rico yell at him for being fuck-ups that ruined the whole thing they had going. Which you're left to figure out they had a whole thing going because they talk about it. Because most of this movie is conveyed by people who already know the plan and just vaguely allude to things, but
On
you
top
don't
of a
actually know
skyscraper.
what's happening. Yeah,
The plot
so-
is revealed on skyscrapers.
Well,
Yes.
that's where you have to brood like Batman in the darkest Miami day.
So
Yeah.
the men who may or may not be bats and may or may not have athletic equipment on are yelling at John FBI for being a fuck up. And then he's like, hey, okay, so actually what's happening is every single 3-letter government agency was involved in some kind of Nazi drug deal that was going on. So I don't know who leaked it because it could have been literally the entire US government. And then Sonny's like, how did some white trash Nazi idiots out scheme you? You're the FBI. And Fujima's like, hey man, I know I got everybody else involved in this whole thing killed, but they don't know who you are. They know who the entire other government is, but not you. Do you guys want to help me out? There's this guy named Yarrow. He needs a guy to move drugs for him. He supplies the Nazis who sell them. And then their cop dad, Sonny and Rico's cop dad, is like, all right, you have to make them feds now. And also, they're running from an entire different agency because you and all of your affiliated agencies have a leak and suck ass and are bad and you should kill yourself. And Fujima says, yeah, man, I agree. So they're feds now, I guess.
Hooray! Yay!
This entire scene takes place at night. It's dark. There is no color or anything that is happening.
And at this point, you start to wonder, what are their names again? I don't remember because they don't name anybody except for like people that are not on screen. So like you'll hear Euro a lot.
Yeah, I learned most of the names via closed captioning.
Yeah. It's kind of fucked up. It's like, come on now. And that's like a huge problem. There's like no dialogue, as you guys were saying. It's just when there is dialogue, there's nothing crazy about it. There's nothing interesting about the stuff they're saying.
Yeah.
It's just exposition.
Everybody knows about the conspiracy except you, the viewer.
Yes. And you're supposed to know who these characters are and their personalities because you watched the show from 20 years prior. But also, these guys don't, as Kurt said, they don't act anything like them. So you're just supposed to know them, kinda. Makes
I don't
really
no
had a
sense.
jarring experience, like trying to listen to the movie because the dialogue is so quiet. If I didn't have closed captioning, I wouldn't be able to understand anything.
That was
that's
another
happening.
thing. Yeah,
Because
everyone
the
kept telling me to turn it
dialogue
up.
is so quiet. Oh my goodness! In this scene
The
where
mixing is bad.
Fujita, the stand-in, is like, "Hey, do this thing, please." And then it's the loudest scene ever, where
Boom,
Sonny and
boom,
Rico
boom, boom.
back a truck into like a coke lab and then blow up a couple boats, and then they're driving again.
And then,
And then I had to turn it down again because they start talking really quiet again.
and as Marty said earlier, like, you know, the movie starts off hot with Encore and Numb, so you're thinking this is going to be a lot of good music and a lot of good, like, atmosphere, but you can barely hear anything. I'm like, is there music playing? Oh, okay, cool. They're like, what is this setting up? And then when the action scene happens where you like might want like a couple music or something exciting, they cut the music. So you're like, what was the music cue for? What are you establishing? You're establishing the action scene to get us pumped and then take it away?
Yeah.
And now we don't see
They got to
anything?
get back to the skyscraper rooftop scenes.
Okay,
Please understand.
sweet. Thanks,
Michael
Mann.
Mann is now dragged into another action scene, but you know we got to start off hot on this scene because we've got now fed Team Sonny and Rico looking at somebody cleaning a boat for a good 45 seconds. He's just mopping a boat, and they're like, "That's Bleach. It's got to be a drug boat." So then they put on their ski masks and full
Slum.
get up, and then back a truck into a shipping container, basically, and then come out, use non-lethal force on the workers in this drug lab, so you know this is a movie and not real police. They bag up all of the drug workers' heads and are like, "Hey, who supplied this?" Like, "Oh, it's Yarrow." And they go, "Okay." Some of their friend cops just take the drugs that are in this lab and pile it into a truck. And then Sonny and Rico just throw explosives onto two of the drug boats and blow them up.
And then you
And
smash
now
cut.
what do we get?
You smash cut.
Smash cut 2. More dialogue.
Wow.
More dialogue.
Yay.
Did everybody like the 90 seconds of action in this cop movie?
But they
Yeah,
drove
like
a
when,
little bit.
Yeah,
They
but
did
they
it
drove
in
left
drive.
to right. That's
They
important.
drove left to right. Sonny did blow up boats with a grenade. That was cool.
Uh-huh.
All right. So now we are talking to a guy who you eventually figure out because you just have to figure out everything by context in this movie. There's a guy named Nicholas who appears to be a drug guy that they have as an informant, like help man or something. And he's a very nervous looking white boy who, after a lot of coercion, is like, yeah, so Yarrow works for Colombian right-wing paramilitaries, and Sonny Rico, like, you help us get to him so we can transport drugs for him to get undercover, so then we can take out not him, but his dad, because we want to get, he's like mid-level, we think, because reasons. We need his dad. And then the cops just start yelling at him and threatening to kill him for it.
Yeah, because he hits
And
him
then-
with the man. I don't know. The Colombians, boys, they mean business.
And they're like,
And
"Shut
then,
the fuck up! We
yeah.
know you do crimes." And then they're gonna
Yeah.
kill him, and he's like, "Come on, man, that's a bit hardcore." And they're like, "Fuck you, fucking kill yourself. You should."
Yeah, Trudy totally big dogs him. He's like, you'll just go to jail again, and then
Wait, who
they'll
is
kill
who
you
is
there, I
Trudy?
guess.
She's
Trudy
the
is
she's the black woman cop, the only
Okay.
one who talks of these fucking people.
So,
She's
so
not-
Trudy is not bald guy. Got it.
She's
I'm
not
gonna put
bald
that in the
guy
notes.
or one of the two other unnamed white women.
All right, now what
Yeah,
about the Creole man that's really white and he goes, "Come on now, stop doing that to my drugs, man."
Wait. I have notes on this next scene though. Hold on. Wait.
Taina, you better say something. Say something,
I've got-
Taina.
I've got Jamie Foxx, naked Jamie Foxx.
That's I called it earlier. Oh yeah, man.
This goes on so long.
Hey, Taina. All right, so for everybody that's at home, I was talking to Kurt, I was talking to Dave, I was talking to Martin. I said, as soon as Taina gets here, the one thing she's gonna notice, Jamie Foxx is ass.
True.
Thank
There's
God.
not enough of it.
I'm saying.
You know what? I'm proud. I'm proud that that prediction was made.
Yeah, but they show too much of the lady. I want to see more Jamie Foxx moon, so I can have
know.
my own moons over my hammy. I made that second
It
joke.
was a
It's Denny time, baby. I caught that back.
So after yelling at this guy, we need to establish that Jamie Foxx gets pussy and has a wife or girlfriend or something.
Boo.
And
should be
so
fucking
we
Colin.
look at woman in shower. Well, no, we get Jamie Foxx ass in shower,
Yeah, man.
and then we get woman coming in side boobad out crazy, virgin on full boobah,
No way. No freaking way, bro.
and then she's like, "Hey, Jamie Foxx, you are hot," and then and that really goes on for a minute. And then and then he leaves and is laying in the bed.
Taina.
And then she comes out and is like, "Hey, you're my guy, I guess." And then this is like a 5-minute scene. The only thing you get is that they fuck, and it is not the only one of these in this movie by a long
No,
shot.
no, you're not doing this justice. First of all, there is some very unfitting lo-fi beats to study to, or I guess have weird sex with. And then Rico does do a false finish.
Wow.
Damn,
Yes,
dude, you kicked
he
out.
does. He does
do a false
pretend to
finish.
come.
Yeah, he's got great comedic timing. They have a laugh about it and then continue on.
Fellas,
which I
you
thought-
gotta make your girl laugh when you're fucking her, I guess. You gotta
I-
incorporate comedy into
It's
it.
true. You gotta make them
Yeah,
remember it.
one day when I get married, then I'll know what that's like. But until that time,
Yeah, fellas at home, make sure to pretend to finish 7 times.
Comment down
It's
below.
the funniest thing you can do. Women love it. And men. Anybody. So, yeah, that happens. We'll talk about another... Is this the most awkward one that happens, do we think?
Yeah, there's not a lot of passion in these sex scenes in there. It just feels like a
yeah.
fucking porno movie, honestly. Like I feel like I'm watching
Yeah.
a softcore
well,
porn.
20 years ago, if it was a full feature film in America, 20 years ago, there had to be like a really jarring softcore sex scene.
And then Michael Mann said, "I'm gonna
So
do
they
one
had to-
better.
they had
I
to
need
cut loose.
4 of them, back to back."
Yeah.
Yeah, it cuts back to Sonny, who I have in my notes. all
Sonny
caps,
is there
does-
at their house.
Yeah, he does not have
in the
sex.
other room.
He is not a known sex haver. He's making coffee.
Hello there. Hello there.
Oh,
Hello
that
there.
might change. That
Hello
might
there.
change. But at that point,
He's trying to change his
all we
voice.
know about Sonny is
Yeah, so they come, and then Jamie
Yeah, man.
Foxx's wife is
Yeah.
Fruity.
Oh, okay.
We learn. One of
Touchdown.
the touchdown. One of the 2 names we learn, and she's like, "Hey, here's your fake bios and records as criminals. You still have your names though, but you look like you're crime men." And they go, "Sick." And now we go to very specifically called out in like the bottom as the tri-border of Brazil, Argentina, and Paraguay. and we follow an Asian-looking guy around town as he hands out a thing that I don't know what you're supposed to think it is, but it turns out it's a USB. Because now we go to Grand Casino Piranha, and it's revealed that he's passing around USBs because a guy puts a thing in a computer and it pulls up the records of Sonny and Rico.
It's the future,
And-
baby. They're also counting money in dollars, so you know this is a serious operation.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Can I get a shout out to the US dollar in the comments below?
We love the reserve currency, don't we, folks?
Yes, sir.
And now Cracker Nicholas says, "Hey man, they'll meet you in Haiti," and he looks really sad about it. So I thought maybe he was like this was a foreshadowing of like he's gonna fuck them over. No, he just looks like this.
Yeah, there's like a thunderstorm ominously going off in the background right after he says that, and like a 2-second pause. So that usually would cue you in that he's trying to fuck him.
But no, the only
It was
person that
another-
fucks is Jamie
It was another-
Foxx, who
It
also
was another false finish.
yeah, who also is a pilot because he's flying a private plane. He has
Mhm.
just done a false finish and then a real one right in front of the boy, and now he's flying his plane to Port-au-Prince in Haiti.
Yeah,
Good. That's what it's all about.
Haitians could be here. Michael Mann thought. I love Haitians.
Do we come back to the tri-border of Brazil, Argentina, and Paraguay ever? No, we do not. So the plane lands. We're in Haiti now. We're driven through a slum, and Sonny's like, "Damn, it's like everybody knows we're not from here. The entire town's watching us. Who could say why?
That's great.
Who could say why they know why these
Yeah.
heavily armed people, including a white boy?"
Marty,
They
I thought you
might
were going to take me
just
to
be like,
tropics. Why'd you take me to the slums?
Ooh, Shorty, we need to get the load.
I mean, you did say or, but I didn't. I
What's
thought
the
I had a
first
choice.
time they say the load in this? In this
I
movie?
think like
What's
right
This
It's coming.
movie
It's
says it
coming
so
up.
many
Yeah.
times.
This
We're
scene because
T-minus-
they need to do a
T-minus 3
load
minutes.
for
Oh.
Colombian David Cross.
Yeah, what's his name? Yarrow,
Yarrow.
whatever.
Euro.
Look, I said that because he's played by
Braga.
Ortiz. Yeah, he's John Ortiz. Also does Braga from Fast and the Furious. So I was like, okay, none of these people have names. It's just two guys who have suddenly become federal agents. This is Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah, it's the
They're
Miami
dealing with
boys, dude.
Braga. Yeah.
You already know.
So
And it ended up being him. So I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
Yep.
Where's the
So
loads at?
now, yeah.
Whoa.
Well, we're gonna find out.
thank
Editor
God.
Time, move the mouse right now so I can see where we're at on the timeline. All right, 34:15 in. We're starting to learn about the load.
Thank God.
So Sonny and Rico are ushered by heavily armed men into a meeting with Yarrow and his boys. And Yarrow's like, "Hey man, I gotta get this shit to Miami and then New York right the fuck now. Are you guys good or not? Only Nicholas knows you at the Drug Lord Center. He's all you have.
No.
You don't have any fucking references. What the hell, man?" And then Sonny and Rico are like, "You're gonna make us audition? Fuck you." And Sonny pulls out a fucking grenade and says, "Hey, are you with the DEA?"
Yeah,
Huh?
grenade
No.
count 2.
No. Huh? No.
Just really escalating the whole thing. And Rico's like, "We'll blow you up right the fuck now, but we want money. So are we doing money or not?" And
I
then
have it in
the
my
movie.
notes. Oh,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Columbia Man responds to this. He doesn't like their plans, and he doesn't trust the plan. He's not a plan truster. He also tells them he's known by the name Crazy Pig, and he's got eyes everywhere. So I really think we should call him Crazy Pig.
That's crazy.
This
big.
guy
Alright,
is
yeah.
established. His whole bit, he's like, "I do counter intel. I know everything
Yeah.
about everybody. And I know all about loads. I know how to give loads, receive loads. I know where
Yep.
all the loads are. I know where other
Oh
people's
yeah,
loads
man.
are."
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, buddy.
So
All
Sony
I wrote
has this.
down here was yes, no, maybe so. I don't know if he already said that, but he. I don't know why I wrote that down either. I just
Yeah,
it's
he's-
silly.
he
It was a
starts-
silly line.
He does start getting into some nursery rhyme shit. About 2/3 through his dialogue.
True. So Sonny has the grenade out. All the guys are pointing guns at him. And then one of the two theses of this movie, which is what if an Asian woman spoke a little Espanol, pipes up,
Isabel.
speaks a little Spanish to Jose, Yarrow. Yarrow's name is Jose. They refer to him as both. And then the boys back down, so she's clearly in charge here. And then Sonny and Rico are like, actually, our guys are going to handle the entire goddamn thing, and we'll just call you with where the truck is. And Nero's like, that's nuts. You people are fucking crazy. I have crazy counter intel, not you. And then he looks at Jamie Foxx, because Jamie Foxx has to be over his shit. And he's like, I like that guy. He looks cool. Then he points at Sonny, not you. Fuck you, man.
Crazy Pig is not a white boy suit V-neck mullet respecter. And
Yeah.
No,
This is true.
I think that's wrong. And it's bad.
I agree. It is also
don't
worth
care.
pointing out that Sonny had in fact pulled out a live grenade. So
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, you should like that guy. That's business right there.
yeah, that's
I don't know how
your
they do things in I don't know how they do things in Colombia, but that's the kind of white boy that gets things done.
Sonny is the only guy that looks like a Miami guy in this fucking whole
yeah.
movie.
Besides the fact that he's not tanned.
Yeah, but like we take
Because he's always out at night.
I always want to
Yeah.
try to work on it.
Yeah.
He's the Miami vampire.
Rico's got the big billowing like shirt, you know. He's got like the big bowler shirts, but that's about
Yeah.
it.
Dude, this guy
goddamn Miami Dracula.
I just want to get
Yeah.
a nice suntan. But my
Listen,
skin.
this guy made a character for Vampire the Masquerade, and then the GM switched the system up and had the wrong setting, and he just still went with it.
Someone
Is it
get Anne Rice on
Jesus?
the fucking phone right now.
It happens.
11 p.m. I got a brood on the rooftop.
I'm
All right,
sorry.
Irish Vampire, a new character we're working on. We'll see if he shows up again.
I really want
So-
to suck your blood
I-
now, man.
So Euro's like, I'd sudge off Rico, but not you, Sonny. And then Rico says, look, man, do you guys want to, like, fuck, or do you want to do business? And Euro's like, all right, man.
Both.
You go to the hotel. Maybe we'll call you on the phone. Maybe we won't. I don't know. I'm Sundari now. And so Sonny and Rico leave without dying. They still have their big ass guns out just in the shitty hotel room to make sure it's clear, I guess. They get even bigger guns out of their bags that they have.
Yeah, but
And
there's
then
a cut. Sonny does bring out the Colt Commander that pretty much looks exactly like the one from the show Miami Vice.
Hell yeah.
It's a great gun.
continuity.
You gotta get the
And then
It's
Re-
just for the fans of the TV show that are somehow still alive in 2006.
Yeah, me.
It's only been 20 years. It's only been 20 years.
In
I'm
fact,
still
the
alive.
movie cuts now, and there's just a title that says, "This was for you, Kurt. Love, Michael Mann."
Yeah. Thanks.
And
Yeah.
Kurt
Those
stood
would
up
have
and
been my
shouted,
notes.
"Yes, yes."
Yes.
And then Rico gets a call saying, "Hey, you guys got the job."
Me? Oh,
Yeah,
hell
they have to go meet the man.
They have to
Michael-
go meet Michael Mann.
The boss.
And now we're at a beach in Haiti, not
We're not in Miami.
Miami. But we get our first beach shot of the movie, like 40 minutes in. And Sonny is there. It's a beach that's also like some kind of weird compound. I don't really know. There's a lot of weird looking buildings in this and like complexes in this movie.
Does it make
But
you
it's like, all right, we've been here 4 hours. These guys are dicking us around. So we got to go break down a random door here with our shotguns ready. Why and how they know or do this, I do not know. But they break this door down, and all of Euro's boys are in here just chilling and very nonplussed that the door has just been kicked in and there's shotguns being pointed at them. And the Asian woman is named Isabella. And she's like, you fucking losers, we're gonna kill you, we already would have. Now we gotta go meet the man.
Oh, not the
And then Sonny and Rico, on the way in the car, are like, our phones specifically are being jammed. That's advanced for a drug deal. This is what they do in Iraq.
Oh.
He looks at the camera and
Oh.
says, "Remember when I was in Jarhead?"
Every movie in 2006 really just looked right down the barrel and said, hey, this is about Iraq, actually.
Yeah.
So
but
now
this
Sonny
is
and
about
Rico
Miami.
arrive at the secondary location. They're disarmed by goons, and then across the way at this field or whatever they're at, there's 3 trucks, and they're like, hey, go over there. and there's a sniper with big ass gun watching them the whole time. There's nobody
And a dog.
around, and a dog. There's nobody around. They're like, damn, quiet, desolate here though. Then they get to the trucks, and we are ushered into our meeting with the guy and Isabella. And the guy's like, all right, listen, who's bald and
Yeah,
Hispanic?
but in like the cool way, like when you just completely ignore the fact that you're going bald.
Yeah.
He's got the respectable, like, bald on the front of the forehead, so it's like a 6.
Yeah.
But everything
Yeah, that's
else is
the-
still completely blown out.
Yeah, that's the ignore wood.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So this guy's like, all right, give you a shot. We got 3 keys worth $3 million, either a piece or total. I don't do exactly what we tell you. You'll be rich. Yarrow handles logistics because he's got crazy counter intel. I swear. Isabella's the money one. And then they show fancy watches they're wearing for 15 seconds.
Yeah, Sonny and business lady lock eyes like 3 times throughout the
Well, that's how you
conversation.
know that they're.
What did they mean by
secretly
this?
married or whatever?
I was literally like calling it one falls in love with her, and yeah, we called it. Well,
Yep.
we haven't
Yeah.
called it yet, but yeah.
Nah, we called it. Nah, we called it.
Yeah, it's pretty evident. She took one look at that mullet blowing in the wind. It was like, damn.
Listen,
Oh.
I get it. That's a wacky white boy.
Yeah, he's got some motion. That it's undeniable.
If you are into white boys with a little bit of motion, this is your guy.
This movie
So
has
then-
such a problem with that. Hold on, real quick, since that was brought up.
What?
No, just
What, white boys with a little bit of motion? You hate white boys with motion?
No,
Yeah, what
I
are we
love
talking
white boys
about?
with
You're a
motion.
white boy with motion.
No,
Comment
no.
below.
No, because this is how Michael Mann shoots his movie. Everybody in a dialogue scene has no dialogue like this at this point. Everyone just stares at each other. Everybody just looks at each other, and I'm looking over, and everyone's just watching the movie going, what is happening? I go, I don't know. And then I try to lock in for a bit, and I go, they're just saying nothing. They're just looking at each other. What do they say? Like, are we supposed to articulate their emotions here? They're just staring.
Yeah.
They're not even, like, changing their face. She doesn't
Michael
look
Mann
like she-
begs the question, what if people had to pay attention to my movies?
Colin Farrell, yeah, but Colin Farrell doesn't look like he wants to fuck her or have sex with her or happy to be around her. He's just stone faced her, and she's stone faced
Sorry,
him.
dude.
and
White
I'm like,
boy with no motion detected. That definitely was the look.
but
of
she
love.
also was not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally wrote it down at the time, and then
Yeah,
they went
and
back
she
it.
returned it as
Yeah.
well.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Taina and I are locked in on this.
Yeah,
We've seen
so
it.
Yeah, I
Bald
mean, it's
Man,
pretty, you know.
No motion.
Bald Man says, "You'll never see me again. Thanks for coming. Good luck to your family." Sonny and Rico leave, and then here's my note to prove a point. Convoy leaves as Sonny and Rico stand there. Sonny and Isabella share a long look
Too
with a
long.
question mark.
Oh, hell.
So
Yeah.
yeah, listen, there is no chemistry between them. I will say that, but you were off on this particular one, big dog. You went off half-cocked.
I didn't mean like in just this scene. This happens throughout the entire movie. Just people stare at each other, and then we just move on. I'm like,
Well,
okay.
there is a point to be made about the no chemistry. There's no chemistry between
There's no-
anyone.
no.
So the love interest,
No.
Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell,
Absolutely
no
not.
one has chemistry.
No,
Nobody-
everybody's very.
How you gonna have a
Everybody is
buddy cop
acting
movie?
in their own movie.
Yeah, how you gonna have
Yeah.
a buddy
Yeah.
cop movie and the buddies don't
Yeah.
even look like they love each other or care about each other? Like, what's the
I
point?
know.
They're not buddies.
This is
They're not
like an
buddies.
animated
They're like
movie
cops.
where everybody records in a different room, but they're all staring at each other in real life as
Ooh,
they're doing
is
it.
this-
Good point.
Is this the Star Wars Episode 2 of cop dramas?
It gets
It's
everywhere.
better than that. That's
I
mean.
don't think so.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah,
Unfortunately.
first of all, by the time you've been experiencing in the Star Wars cinematic universe, there was already a '50s diner.
Yeah,
And
and,
we have-
and that also has a,
well, hold on.
Irish
We
boy
will-
with a mullet that has quite a bit
Yeah.
of motion.
We will go to a '50s diner in a sense in this movie, though.
Yeah, but it doesn't have Dexter Jester
It's in our mind.
It has, but it does have Cubans, and depending on how you feel, that's better or worse. I'm not here to judge.
That's fair.
Listeners, sound off on Cubans in the comments below.
I need
So,
a, I need a load of
Sound
death
out
stick.
specifically on
Please.
pre Fidel Castro Cubans, during Fidel Castro Cubans, post Fidel Castro Cubans.
Batista, dictator, or wrestler? Sound off in the comments below.
Why did
So-
why did Sammy Sosa turn into a vampire? Speaking of Cubans,
Dude, the Miami Vampire, dude.
He got caught by
Isn't Sammy
It
Sosa
was me.
Dominican? I don't
It
think
was
he's
me.
Cuban.
I
how
shocked.
about
I
you-
shocked Sammy Sosa. He turned Irish. He turned Irish,
Don't
folks.
worry about it.
All right, Sammy Sosa is Dominican.
I
Also
shocked him.
Irish Sammy Sosa.
He's
Welcome
now
to the
Irish.
pod.
No, I sucked him. I'm the Irish vampire from earlier. I sucked him.
I'm
Who
gonna
would win, the
spill my
werewolves from London or the Irish vampires?
bro. Well, it
Ooh.
depends. If you have a bag of potatoes to spill before him, then he'll have to stop and eat them.
Oh,
before he can
okay.
continue.
yeah, he has to count them first.
Yeah.
1, 2. Buckle me shoe.
What we're trying to say here, listeners, is this movie is wonderful.
Yeah.
What I'm also trying to say is that if you were from anywhere, from Central America, the Caribbean, or South America, I'm on Ben Franklin rules, so I'm not gonna know which one.
Hook.
Shame.
But hey, man,
I don't know where I'm at anymore.
show me the difference between a Scot and an Englishman.
You can't. You can't.
Someone do a Scottish
Yeah.
accent.
Oh, I'm just be like, like from a physical perspective, like look at two pictures and decide.
All right,
Oh,
Taina.
physically, I would
How-
have to look at
oh,
who
I
are the
can-
two
That's like a
hottest
captcha
Scottish
question.
actors.
Yeah, or like who's
That- you
what
have
is
to,
a
like,
what
pass
is
that
a
captcha
Welsh
to get into
what
the,
does a
like,
Welsh
get out of the
person
EU?
look like? Yeah. Select all images
Name
of
me one
Welsh.
person.
Tom Jones.
Anyway, so now
Miami Vice.
we cut
Catherine,
we
Catherine
cut
Zeta-Jones.
Not
to a
unusual.
jungle clearing in Colombia where Sonny has the load.
wow.
Whoa, the load.
Yeah.
Rico is receiving and flying the load.
Oh, hell yeah.
Now we get a lot of long shots in plane. The cinematographer was feeling himself.
Oh, it's great.
Now we
Oh,
get
yeah.
the one time where we actually show how to evade drug police, I guess. So, here's the bit. They got two planes. We don't understand the plan until 90% of the way through, so here's the bit. Before they said this and established any dialogue, this is really the idea. Here's the plan. There's two planes flying in. They want only one to be picked up by air traffic control so the other one can fuck off or whatever, I guess is a thing you need to do. So, you gotta... Rico flies his plane real close to a second plane so they don't show up on radar, but he fucks it up at first because John Air Control says, hey, there's two planes here. But then Rico gets into the right spot and the dots merge into one, and then John Air Traffic Control's boss shows up exactly as this happens. He's like, you're fucking stupid, shut up, that's one, Lamau. It just says, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's like when you're playing a Bethesda game and you're sneaking and then somebody sees you and then you go behind a box and they go, must have been nothing.
Must have been the
It's
win.
as
What
if
if
it
I had
never
the call
happened.
of the Gray Fox, though?
Oh, they're going at you, brother.
Hey. Yeah.
So now, Sonny, we're on the ground somewhere, and Yarrow calls Sonny and says, hey, my guy's got the drugs, good shit. And then just, I need somebody to help me if this is out of nowhere or not. Because Sonny says, hey man, someone tried to jack our shit, meet us at a stash house across from his car detail shop. And then Yarrow and two guys come into the stash house. And then Sonny's like, hey, here's some shit a guy tried to steal, so we bullied him for his stash location, then shows him a bunch of drugs. And Yarrow's like, they stole this shit from me 2 weeks ago. So,
Yeah.
is this
Yeah, he also
supposed... Was it established why this happened? Is it established that they just
Yes.
got this stuff from... Okay, alright.
Earlier on, when they drive the truck in the first action scene. with,
Okay, right.
Then
Okay.
he blows up that's the actual drugs. And
Gotcha.
I also thought it was very funny that Crazy Pig immediately goes, the Haitians must have stolen these drugs. What
He
did he
did
mean by
say-
this?
They're
Yeah,
all
he did
racist.
say that-
Dominican, and he's racist.
So, what has happened here, I guess, to get clout with the guys, is they took
Yeah.
the drugs, they broke in and stole, posing as Haitians, even though Colin Farrell did take his ski mask off and reveal himself as very non-Haitian. But it worked, because he was like, hey, the Haitians took this from me.
He could
So
have
they
been one
wanna
of
get-
those Polish guys that stayed on Haiti.
He does not have Polish physiognomy. No Pole has ever had motion since like 1724. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, in another 100 years, I guess that means they're due for one.
They will never be due. They blew their entire load fighting the Teutonic Knights. Anyway, so
Damn.
now we're at a different meeting, and Euro's like, I had a second to think about it. This is really fucking sus that you just have all of these drugs that we got stolen from us 2 weeks ago and nobody's ever heard of you. So it's like, damn, I'm sorry for finding your shit, dude. Whatever. I guess we'll keep it. Fuck you, man. Isabella's like, alright, Euro, settle the fuck down. You're too crazy of a pig. You're too wild of a hog.
Martin Lawrence?
In
Wild,
2007,
baby.
we'll get to it.
Oh.
So, Isabella is like, hey, man, we'll pay you, we'll give you a fee for the recovery of this stuff. And Sonny and Rick are like, nah, just take it. And they're baffled by this. It's like, call it a good faith investment in future business. And Euro's like, fuck yeah, man. And Sonny's like, hey, you guys got another deal? And Isabella thinks about it for a second and says, all right, we got a shipment on the 17th, give it to him. So ostensibly it was indeed a plan where they faked the drug stealing to then give it back to them to get in good and continue being undercover. I would again like to point out this is the United States government using resources that you are paying for to traffic drugs, like real ass drugs into your communities. This has to be fiction. They would never do this.
In the 80s, there was an entire graduating class of the Miami police force that all went down for illegal drug trading. So
The United States government would never use your money to traffic drugs
Yeah, this is criminal.
or
we
buy
would never
weapons
train.
or sell
We
them
would
to
never
anyone else.
train. We would never train paramilitary killer squads in Mexico in the 1970s.
Or 80s, or 90s, or 60s, or 50s, or any of it. None of the decades. It's never happened. Sound off in the comments below if it never happened.
And it was
So-
good that it did.
Or not. Who knows?
Let the
Who
listener
could say?
decide.
Ty, what's your favorite paramilitary group in Central and South America?
Ooh, let's see. Central America.
If you don't say the Sandinistas, I'm going to come to your house and suplex you.
Listen, I don't
I'm a
want
big
suplex.
Zapata guy, to be honest. But anyway, so
You would be.
true, I would be. Zapata oil, it's good stuff. Anyway, if you're a Zapata, sound off in the comments below.
If you're a Sandinista, you don't got to do nothing. You already know.
So now, yeah, they're like, give the shipment on the 17th. Rico hangs out with Yarrow to jack off and get the details on the shipment, but Sonny just follows Isabella like a weirdo as she's leaving. And Sonny's like, hey man, I found your shit. Let me buy you a drink.
Ooh-wee.
I love mojitos. Editor Ty, throw up the mojito gif.
So hold on, Martin.
I-
He says
I'm a fiend for mojitos.
Yeah, he's a fiend.
mojitos.
You see, Martin,
Oh, yeah.
did you miss the scene in the beginning of the movie when he was at the bar? He got two
He got-
mojitos and a gin and tonic.
he was dual wielding.
Yeah.
Yo, he got dos mojitos?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
he
he
knows
really
Mojitos.
Jack.
he really said
Hell
mojito.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did. And then the second
Fuck
time he goes,
yeah.
"I'm a fiend for mojitos," and I'm like, "What? Oh, it's callback from the beginning. Holy shit! Wow."
Yeah, I should note at this point that Miami Vice 2006 has minorly taken over a Discord server we're in, so
Yep.
it might just be referenced all the time. So get ready for Mojito jokes. But anyway, so Isabella's like, I know a place. How fast is your boat, kid? And now we cut to Rico being like, hey man, if I stop a boat, it looks like an apartment building on the sea. I need a vector. And then that just stops and nothing is addressed by it ever again. What did Michael Mann mean by this? And Sonny and Isabella leaving the boat. And Isabella's like, hey man, we're going to Havana. And Sonny's like, they don't like me or my passport. And Isabella's like, nah man, Harbor Master's my cousin. It's chill. And Sonny fishes for if she's married or not. And she's like, no, I'm a rich businesswoman. I don't need a man.
Yeah.
And they go,
Marty,
Damn.
Marty, what's the name of the boat?
I don't know the name of the boat.
It's the Mojo, dude.
The
Come
Mojo,
on.
The
baby.
mojo.
Jesus Christ. Look, it was all I
Get
could
hype.
do to
You
try
stay
to keep
hype.
track of what was
Mojo.
happening in this movie.
And they got
I
the
have-
they got the yacht rock. They got the yacht rock playing.
I'm in
you know.
Miami.
They're
I'm in Havana.
Sonny fastens
I'm in the
business
Mojo
lady
boat.
seatbelt. Like it's crazy, dude.
Yeah, he does fasten her seatbelt, and he's like,
And then
hey,
Oh yeah.
You see
yeah,
Ridge,
yeah.
you married? She's like, no.
Then afterwards, he absolutely fucking sends it. Like, that thing rips. Have you ever been on a boat that's fast? It's the best.
So they're taking a boat to Cuba, and we get a lot more boat shots. We're not yet sipping on boat drinks. Maybe that happens later. Now we're at a bar in Havana, and Isabella has changed out of the dress instead of a pantsuit. And then they start dancing together, and in a very strange way, they go,
Yeah, it's
It's
very.
like-
I think it's a cool scene. Like they're like obviously getting to know each other. Sonny's working, but is he really? And then she's kind of falling for him. I thought it was cool. I thought this movie would have been a better movie if it was a different movie.
Oh my god, Joe, I literally wrote that down. I literally said if this would have been better. Where did I write it? Wait, I'll find it.
Yeah, this is better as like a romance crime thriller and not a
Yes.
reference to a show from 20 years ago.
And afterwards,
Yeah, I
Wow.
literally said this should have just been a romance.
Yeah, I know.
Well, yeah,
I'm
half of
loving
this
it. I'm
movie is
loving the
people just
Chinese
boning.
Cuban energy. I need more of her.
I love it. I literally said okay, Mr. Wuthering Heights, and then the thing about it being a romance. Yeah, like I loved like how they were together.
and at this
Yeah,
point,
the-
you
Michael Mann
wonder
has
where the
made-
fuck is
Michael
Jamie
Mann
Foxx
has made
been?
better movies. He's produced better movies.
I
I'm
know.
just mad
2
about
years-
this disappointing.
Yeah, 2 years prior, he came out with Collateral, which, again, is just
I'm
a phenomenal
saying.
action thriller.
That's crazy. How did this happen then? Where did he go wrong?
He got high on his own supply.
I think so.
I think Michael Bay stole all the juice, honestly.
and
Oh.
regarding the actress Gong Li in the dress,
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
so they fall in love at the club.
Up in the club.
Once again,
In the club.
now we get the other thesis of the movie. What if a white boy spoke a little Espanol and got a Chinese Cuban baddie in Havana? There are songs about this from the 1940s.
It
He
should
did
have been
absolutely
me.
tear the fuck out of that dance floor, dude. You got to give it to him.
Yeah. Oh,
Absolutely.
Some of that scene was just like, "Hey, I drink. You drink?" She goes, "Yeah, I drink." He goes, "You dance?" He goes, "I dance." And then they just stare at each
So they
other.
dance.
No, they stare at each other, and then they look and they go, "Okay, cool, let's dance." All right, yeah, I'm hearing you. Let's
Yeah.
go dance. And then they stare at
a
each
better
other.
a better movie would have played La Vida Loca here.
Oh, outside.
That would have been
Inside
too
Out.
wacky because they don't move, and then they like, "All right, let's go dance." And then they have a fucking 3-minute dance scene where Colin
That's too
Farrell's trying
wacky,
his
but
best.
again, this movie starts with encore/numb played unironically.
it's in the trailer,
3
too.
straight minutes.
It was very important to
It's
the plot.
so good.
The world
Yeah.
wasn't ready for Irish.
What the
American
hell are you
reggaeton.
waiting for?
Hold on, the world's ready for what, Joe?
The world was not ready for Irish American reggaeton in Cuba.
And it still isn't. Let's keep that in your nightmares, brother.
It's true. God, I miss 1930 when the Irish Americans could go do crime in Cuba. What a better world. So now it's the next morning, and we're still in Havana.
Oh, wait, you didn't talk about the audio slave sex scene.
Had they fucked?
Yeah.
Hold on again.
Checking
They
out.
did. Yes.
kissed- they
Okay.
kissed
Yes.
with the
Yes.
beer.
Yes. Okay. Right.
Lay it on him. Lay it on him, Marty. Lay it on him,
Yes.
Cuban Marty.
Okay. So they do a real weird. So they do that, but with dancing into club, and then even
Yeah.
though again they've shown very little chemistry, and Gong Li's face barely
I
moves
dance.
this entire movie, in any conceivable way. The white boy spoke enough Espanol in Havana that they go back to the house and
They dance.
for like 4 minutes while Audio Slave plays.
Yeah, what
We
song
get-
was that?
In your
I
heart,
believe that
we
was
want
Shape
to
of Things to
be.
Come.
We get a little bit of side booba, not nearly as much as we got from Trudy.
It was.
I mean-
it was emotion. It was emotional. Well, Trudy, no. Trudy was with her man. That's it. This is a new experience for Isabel.
Yeah.
She was like crying. She seemed very happy. Obviously, she was getting the pipe laid down. Good for her.
I see
We
Colin
love it.
Farrell. He's crying too, but he doesn't remember where he's at.
But the scene in the
The
morning
mojito's got him.
is a nice scene, which makes me think, yeah, this would be better as a different movie because they're like spending time together, and she's like, "Oh, I don't know my father,"
Yeah,
If
we'll
she,
get.
like,
Hold on,
runs
we'll get to the
down,
weirdest
you know?
fucking conversation of all time.
Yeah.
Do we? More importantly, do we get Colin Farrell ass? I don't have it noted,
No.
but do
No.
we get it?
I don't
We
think you do.
not.
No,
We
he
do
doesn't
not.
show load.
There's no
God
Irish
damn it.
Moon in tonight's
Nobody
Miami.
posts load. Why live? I'm gonna kill myself. Editor, can you move the
Yep.
mouse real quick? How
Yep.
far into the movie are we? 1
We'll
hour,
do it.
1 minute. Don't worry. So we're halfway through now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay!
Phasing them.
Yeah,
So-
they just start to dance.
Long to be.
So now it's the next morning, and Sonny's
I
like,
know.
"Hey, y'all like that Allman Brothers?"
You like Allman
Yeah,
Brothers?
he starts having a conversation that I've had with like every single family member. Of
Yeah,
like,
with
you like
him-
Skinner? You like
Yeah,
Allman
with
Brothers?
himself.
And I'm like, yeah, baby.
Y'all like Allman Brothers and Skinnerd and whatever, and she's just like,
No.
"I don't know what that is.
No.
Please stop talking to me."
I think
Anyway,
they're trying to establish that Sonny is from the fucking Panhandle,
yeah.
even though
Well,
he
and
doesn't have the
establishing that
accent.
he's
Yeah.
trying to be a redneck. He's like, "Hey, my dad's a trucker, and I never saw him ever, but I still think
Yeah.
he's cool. My mom doesn't exist." And then he's like, "Hey, man, do you look like your mom?"
He says, "What are
unprompted.
you?"
Yeah. And then she's like, "Hey, my mom was a translator in Angola, and she died when I was 16. And he's like, "Damn." Then they just stare for a second, like, "Hey, this is a bad idea with absolutely no future, huh?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then they make
Yep.
out big style in public. We drive back to Isabella's house, and
More sex,
Oh,
back to
yeah.
back.
Again.
Yeah,
Again.
boy.
Sonny's just trying to sleep post Frick, and Isabella wakes him up with a fucking framed photo. It's like, "Hey, here's a picture of my mom from a wedding she was at to some guy." And he's like, "That's cool." And that's not addressed, because now Sonny's showering again, and we get foreboding music. And like a, man, I'm really doing something here, I shouldn't maybe. But Isabella comes into the shower, and for the second time in this movie, and third time in the last 15 minutes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, boy.
So there are no loads refused in Havana, it seems, if you're a quirked up and up white boy. And now Sonny's talking to Isabella after all of this. Now we're down to business. And Sonny's like, "All right, man, here's the bit, right? Because we're in the bathroom, and I have a towel on, and so do you. What
Oh
if
my.
we run all of your transport for free, but in exchange for 25% of the load?
Oh, hell yeah.
Also, all loads will be insured by us."
Really? Oh yeah, man.
And she's like, 17. And then he says, "Raise that by 1%." And she says,
38.
"Only if you..." So then they... So now the
Wait.
deal is, after they fuck 9 times, he's asked if she likes that Allman Brothers, and she doesn't respond. And then she showed him a picture of her dead mom from a wedding to some guy.
Yeah.
The
That's the
Sonny-
same emotional valence as somebody from the Florida Panhandle talking about the Allman Brothers, by the way.
And just no facial reactions from basically anybody as this goes on. But the deal now is that Sonny and Rico and the boys are just running all of their shit. They don't charge for transit, but they get 18% of every load that is prepped and sold.
And there's a lot of lows in this movie.
They will not stop fucking talking about the goddamn loads.
Just gonna do a quick,
Unbelievable.
just quick vibe check. Where was everyone at this point in the movie?
I was
I
yelling.
was checked out.
I was
entirely.
yelling.
Yeah, I was like skipping around a little bit.
You
I
skipped
was-
through it? You didn't
Well,
sit
I
down
was
and
skipping
watch
through
it?
it.
Wow.
But
Can you
If
begrudge
I-
anybody for skipping this movie?
Yes,
It's
because
too
I sat
long
through
and
it. No,
if
Guys,
I thought it was like a
anyone watches
repeat.
twice, that's your fault.
I watched it
Everyone look
twice.
up at the screen right now. It's playing in the background as we talk. They were just kissing more. And all this movie is they just fug and talk about the load.
Exactly.
Yeah, I stopped.
This
So
movie's
I'm like,
too
okay, if it's
long.
another car shot, I'm just gonna skip forward. A little bit.
Yep, there's another car shot. There it is. There you
Yep.
go. Vroom, vroom.
Yep.
Yeah, I.
How the
I
fuck does it have a
absolutely, at this point in the
47%?
movie, stopped taking. I stopped taking any notes whatsoever, and I closed my eyes, and I laid back, and I thought about 2004's classic film Collateral, starring Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about there's this one video when in Heat when Pacino and De Niro are in the diner, but then the bottom is like them like messing up like a meatball sandwich. That's what I was thinking about because I was thinking about any other movie other than this, and that
This
this
is
should
the-
have
Yeah,
been a
we-
different movie.
Talk about
We
it,
remembering Michael Mann at his best, and not at
This is-
his this.
This is the point at which I took a 24-hour break in this movie. Also, I'd like to point out that as everyone was yelling, Dave said there was another car shot, vroom vroom.
Yes.
And the shot was good. All of the car shots are very good.
All right, look, I'm just going to bring this up now. Here's my thing about why, look, I think this movie is just the most mid thing that's ever happened. I think a lot of why you guys are mad at this movie is because there are occasional glimpses of like things that are good, and you can tell that sometimes they were trying sort of, and this movie could have been something maybe, but it's
Yeah.
just not. It's
Yep.
not just a bad movie. It's something where there's enough competently done that it could have been a thing, but it's not. Am I wrong on that?
No, you're not.
No,
No,
you're
not at all.
dead on.
You're
As a
spot
great
on, I think.
director, I don't understand.
So we're an hour in, and we've been talking
It-
about Colin Farrell for at least an hour straight because Jamie Foxx is not in this movie.
Oh my God, you're so right. Also, did he have it in his contract that he like wouldn't show his ass? Because Jamie Foxx
Probably.
showed his, and Colin Farrell's in a shower.
So I don't know.
Nobody
There's a-
wants to
maybe
see
the
white
mid-
boy ass.
I don't know, but maybe the
Damn.
mystery is more enticing than the reveal.
Oh, it's like evolution.
That's a good
Wow.
point. That's a good point.
You
According
get a
to-
little bit like right here that's playing in the stream. You get a little bit of Colin's cum gutters on the side, but that's like it. Like I'm surprised he didn't. He said no ass, but you
Yeah.
can show a bit of my pelvis.
This
Yeah.
this was also a thing. So I have a quote.
We want 25% of that load in product. Real quote.
I'm loading up.
Increase that,
I
increase
got my
that by
guns
1%
loaded.
load.
I'm ready to talk about Jamie Foxx. This is a thing, snippet from Wikipedia.
Or like Jimmy Fox.
It says Jamie Foxx was characterized as unpleasant to work with. He had won an Academy Award for his performance in Ray after signing on to the film, and subsequently called for upgrades in the salary and other compensation. He demanded top billing in the film's credits, which we did see in the trailer, and was also said to have complained that he was paid less than Colin Farrell. Fox's salary was raised considerably, and Farrell's was cut slightly to address this. Jamie Foxx also refused to fly commercially, successfully lobbying Universal to hire a private jet for him. He also objected to filming scenes on boats or on planes. Eventually, after gunshots were fired on the set in Dominican Republic, in October 24th of 2005, Fox left the country and returned to the United States. This forced the production to abandon the script's intended ending, slated to be shot in Paraguay, and revert to a previously discarded one that Mann had written, which was set in Miami. One crew member later opined, or I don't even know why it says it like that, that opined that Miami-based ending was dramatically inferior of the two, though Mann said that he came to prefer it. That's fucking
Jamie
crazy.
Foxx.
Hey.
I respect you. You called Michael Mann a bitch to his face and didn't do anything about it.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's a
Beast
real
mode.
cool move.
Beast
However,
mode from the
it
Fox
did
man.
ruin what may have been a good movie.
Whatever
I
was,
guess that's why it's not a good buddy cop thing either, because
They
they're not
don't-
even like filming together.
you rarely see them together, except for like the beginning, and I don't even remember them in the end together.
I know.
In the
Don't-
third
they're
act,
not together
They
at
Yeah,
the
they're
end.
together. They're together doing the Nazi house that we'll talk about later. But that's about it.
All right. So, bringing it back. We actually get some Jamie Foxx a little bit
Welcome
now.
back, baby.
Welcome back to the Fox Man. So now we're back in Miami or whatever. And Rico and the boys are here. And Rico's like, brother, we have a meeting in 45 minutes. Also, why are you in Cuba and why are you fucking a drug lord's girl? What are you thinking here? Also, this is where we find out that big bald man is apparently, that's his girl, is Isabella.
Yeah, Sonny's like,
So-
don't worry about it.
Yeah, so Sonny's like, nah, man, it's cool. I'm getting way too deep in the game, but it's fine. So now we go to a meeting with White Boy Fujima and their cop dad. And they're like, this is where they go, please let us keep using government resources to transport illegal drugs. We don't want to just get Yarrow, the wild hogman, and the Nazis. We want to get Montoya, who's the big man. Big fat bald man, drug man, is named Montoya. And Fujima, at this point, just goes big mode. It's like, nah, we'll just get the Nazis to flip. You guys are fucking crazy. What are you guys thinking? We have the op right now. So it's like, you just want in the paper? Fuck you, man. And now their cop debt says, fuck the fuck off, Fujima, you shitty, slimy motherfucking fuck. I'll just close the goddamn op. You won't get anybody. Your career is fucked. I'll let these guys walk just to make you look like an asshole. And Fujima's like,
Yeah,
alright, fine.
Miami PD treats FBI with the respect they deserve.
Absolutely. This whole movie is Miami PD beasting on the entire federal government, apparently. And Fujima just gets sad and is like, alright, fine. Thank you, Cop Dad, for beasting on the FBI. And this is where Rico's fine, like, hey, Sonny, you might be in too deep, man. Because also, you're just a lunatic now. He's like, nah, man, it's chill.
Oh my.
So
If they
now
were playing
we
this
get...
comedically, he would have pulled out another grenade.
Absolutely. He would not pull out if Isabella is to be believed. So, we get a shot over a bunch of waterfalls in the jungle now. And we go into a fancy house. This is Colombia, I think? Question mark?
Maybe.
Somewhere.
Not so easy, is it?
Yeah, whoever that is. Yeah, fucking call them out, Kurt.
Yeah. Not so
Yeah.
easy.
No, get their ass.
Yeah, tree physiognomist, get in the comments below. Anyway, so now Isabella and Montoya are in what is ostensibly the Bigman drug house. And so he's just asking her about business, and she's like, yeah, man, drugs. And she goes, all right, this crazy ass white boy wants 18% of every load we have.
18. It's supposed to be 17.
Well, she got
I know.
She got it up to 18.
That's gonna cut my bottom line, dude. I'm out.
So then Montoya's like, tell me about this crazy ass white boy. And Isabella looks at him and says, we
fuck.
big style in Havana. And Montoya's like, yeah, okay, I hear you, man. But what about him as a guy? He just doesn't care. She's like, well, he's ambitious and eventually going to try to negotiate it upwards. Montero says, yeah, Euro's got a plan where we're going to try to pay this guy in silver, but actually it's lead. So, can fuck him. And Isabella's like, look, these guys are consistent and normal, and I like that, but if you just want to screw them, go for it, I guess. You're the boss. And Montoya thinks about it, he's like, we'll try a few more runs with them, and then he just grabs Isabella, and they... Touchdown! And now...
Yup.
The boys are back in Colombia, and Sonny and Isabella are in a car, and in this car, they...
We're fucking, dude.
So much fugging. No ass, no side boob. We do not go crazy anymore.
It's
We're
just
done going
It's
crazy.
just down to business, yeah.
We're not even
It's
in
just
Miami
all business
anymore.
At this point.
We don't even
Now
care.
we're in the climax, mostly, kind of. So, now we are up in the club,
Again.
Over the clerk.
and Yarrow's meeting the boys for another drug pickup. And they got a bunch of he's like, alright, we got the stuff in Russian crates. Remember the Russians that were barely talked about in the beginning? We're back, baby. Here's what you're gonna do. Take the crates, break them down, send them back, don't open them or we'll kill you. Also, here's some of the sick counter intel, because remember, I always have great counter intel. Not intel, counter intel. I emailed it to you.
Yeah, and at this point,
Yeah,
you just
Crazy
see
Pig also talks about loving disco. Very
he
important.
loves disco, and at this point, you just see
Disco.
Euro just staring at you. Every fucking scene, they'll cut to him just to get his reaction. But
Every
then he
time,
won't
throw
say
up the
anything.
live Euro reaction.
Yeah, there he is. He's just judging you.
I put it in the V mask.
Oh god.
There he is. So now Euro is alone in the back. He's calling Montoya. And he's like, these guys are too good. I get a bad vibe. He fucking hates crazy ass white boy with Colin Farrell. He says, this white boy has motion. We have to stop it. And Montoya's like, look, Isabella says they're cool. Also, you ran the records and they're clean. Shut the fuck up, man. And then Yarrow's watching Sonny and Isabella dance on cams in the club, and he's like, "Wait, they're fucking. What the heck?"
What?
Yeah, it is very evident they're all over each other, big romance style. You think Crazy Pig does not like Sonny because he also has a mullet, but it is markedly inferior.
Oh yeah.
Well, the problem is that Crazy Pig keeps his thing oiled, his shit oiled way down. It's crazy.
Yeah,
And
it's
you know, he lives up to it.
The wild
he's got
hog is
compressed
so pissed.
mullet. Yeah.
He does not want a white boy
And
to
like,
speak
I don't
a
know
little
why
Espanol.
Montoya's mad about it. Like, she literally tell him like, "Yeah, I slept with him in Cuba."
No, he's not. He doesn't care. At least
Yeah,
yet.
but when Crazy Pig tells him, then it's like, "Oh my god, crazy."
Well, they do a
Oh.
very progressive thing because as far as Isabella framed it, the sex was just for business. But then she's on camera, like staring longingly, I
Oh,
guess,
Now it's for pleasure.
into Sonny's eyes. Yeah, she's obviously
she was
enjoying it.
emotionally cheating on him. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
This is
or-
problematic.
Yeah, it's problematic for a variety of reasons. The drug kingpin obviously doesn't think that sex ought to be enjoyed at all, and have zero
No.
romance. And and
His
out of a
face
pure
also does
spite.
not move the entire movie.
Yeah, it's great.
Jamie Foxx's definitely doesn't. He's just being Jamie Foxx. So, we're on the dance floor. We are still up in the club. And Sonny's
Disco
like,
is not
hey,
playing. Also,
No.
let it be known.
it's like, hey, Isabella, you should just cash out and dip. And she's like, okay, man, listen, first of all, I don't need a man protecting me. Watch your fucking self. Also, Montoya would never let me leave anyway. This is just my life now. But also,
Oh.
fuck you, man. Don't try to big time me. And go off, Queen, to be honest.
So much larger than life. Big time.
This movie would be better with big time.
Yeah.
So that's happened. Now we're on a big boat where Jamie Foxx is pissed to be filming. And he's calling White Boy Fujima. And what's happening here is he's like, send an alert to watch out for somebody to all of these agencies, but all on different days. So whenever one of them's alerted, we'll know where the leak is. Which is one of the only
I love
smart things
leaking.
anybody has ever done in these movies.
Yeah, it was the most clever piece of writing in the film.
And now the load is being prepped.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh hell yeah!
Yarrow decrypts some emails, and either somebody and his leaker has informed him, or whoever, whatever. Point is, he sees there's an alert for Tuesday, and he tells Rico about it. And Rico's like, all right. He talks to the boys. It's like, all right, that's only told the FBI. So the FBI is the source of the leak we've discovered. What do we do? And they're all like, fuck it, we ball. Now we're in Miami. Trudy, Rico's wife, is kidnapped by thugs. Nazis, presumably. Now we're back, and Rico and Sonny are moving the load.
The load. It's time for the load.
Onto fast boats and sending them on their way. We get a whole lot of talk about fast boats and how to evade shit. It doesn't fucking matter.
And there's still an hour left of the movie.
Yeah. So now we're back at the house, and Trudy is being kept hostage in a trailer park by Nazis. We've got two big Nazis, then I think just two tweakers that are supposed to live here to pretend like it's their house.
Yeah. And one of
I
those
think.
Aryan brothers, as it is in the credits, is Don Fry.
Aryan?
Aryan.
Yeah,
my
thank you
bad.
for using the Iranian pronunciation.
My bad, dude. Aryan.
Persian Emperor Darius respecters sound off in the chat.
I can't talk. It's
Darius, sound off in the comments below. If you follow the teachings of Arius, sound off in the comments below.
yeah.
I'm coming for you if you do follow the teachings of Arius.
Yeah, but shout out to Don Fry. That's all.
Yeah, fair enough.
You love New
about
Japan.
Glenn
We
Fry?
love Pride Wrestling. We're Pride Fighting. We love fucking UFC. No, we don't love UFC.
Pride never died, is my understanding.
Absolutely.
Editor
Oh,
Ty,
Glenn-
can we watch?
Glenn
Can we watch
Fry.
Don Fry versus fucking Yoshi instead?
Yes, sir, dude.
Just
Roll it up.
absolutely wailing on each other.
All right,
Wow,
Editor
what a-
Ty, throw it up right here.
Yeah, back
Yeah,
to
that
the
was-
trailer.
That was fucked
Yeah.
up.
Why
Now-
did? What the hell are you waiting
Do you
for?
want more?
Now we're back in the Panhandle, baby, because we got a trailer with Nazis in it. So
Let's go.
So one of the Nazis puts a TV on Trudy's lap that's tuned into the live news, and we find out this is so they're going to play it on the phone, so the guys know that it's like a live feed and it's actually happening right now, and not being recorded or whatever. So he calls Sonny and he's like, "All right, fuck, listen," and he holds it to the broadcast of the news for a while. They're talking about weather, whatever the hell. And then he holds it up to Trudy's mouth, and she starts talking shit about the trailer she's in and that these guys suck ass. And there's an airplane that conveniently goes right over the trailer park as this is talking. So she has now revealed that they're in a trailer and it's by an airport. And they're just like, shut up and beat her up. Also, she's got a bomb around her neck like the first guy's girlfriend did. And now the call gets transferred to John Nazi, the head of the Nazis. He goes, actually, what you're going to do now is you're going to bring drugs to place instead. And then John Nazi hangs up and calls up Yarrow. So either they currently are or always have been. He's the buyer from Yarrow or whatever. And we discover there's a plan where he's going to kill Sonny and Rico in exchange for 30% of Yarrow's load.
The load.
So they go, damn. And now Sonny and Rico still have drugs, and they prep the load again.
What the fuck?
He does
What,
make it a
Ty?
note.
I'm
Bald
just
head
reading
Nazi guy does
information.
make it a point that he wants it done
Unleash the
our
load.
way, quote unquote our way. So they have to wrestle with his version of our way for quite a while until they figure out a plan to outmaneuver him.
So Team Sonny and Rico are loading up, and they convey the new plan that they have to do to bring drug to place at time so wife does not be killed. And their cop dad, who yells at the FBI, is in a chopper, and they're like, hey, she's probably in a trailer park by an airport. Look for a bunch of antennae because they're broadcasting drug or something. I don't know.
And so off screen, the cops just walk around in Miami and say, you guys seen some like white people who live in a trailer? And everybody points to the only trailer that has white people in it in Miami.
Yeah. They go, y'all
Yeah.
seen Nazis? And they're like,
So, you know,
yeah,
like
dude, they're
guys,
over there.
yeah, just
So-
like 3 of them.
Yeah. So, and they're also like, hey, absolute. And Sonya Rico, like, okay, so they're absolutely going to kill Trudy once they get the drugs, right? So we need to stall the Nazis as long as we can so the cops can get her out, or we or whoever can get her out of there. And then, like, a minute later, because again, they asked one guy on the street where the Nazis and the trailers are, and he pointed down the road. And he's like, all right, we got him. And then Sonny and Rico get the drugs off the boat into cars. The load is now on land. Sonny calls Isabella, who's in Geneva now. It doesn't matter. Never explained. He's like, hey, this is what's going on. She's like, yeah, Yarrow's gonna kill you, dog. Don't do whatever he's telling you to do. He's like, yeah, I know. What do you fucking want from me? And then they hang up.
Sure.
And now, yeah, and now they're not dropping drug at place. Instead, they're going to the trailer park where we think Trudy is. We sneak around for a very long time. And now I don't understand why this is here. But Rico goes into a trash can. God, it's dark. It's like late at night, early morning. So he goes into a trash can. He picks up a pizza box. And he's, I guess, going to impersonate a pizza guy. I don't know if this door has a peephole in it. I don't think it does. But he knocks on the door and says, hey, Marco's Pizza.
Milano's Pizza.
Milano's pizza.
Pizza. And then one of these dumbass Nazis like, hey, y'all order pizza? One guy's like, no, but they open the door anyway. And so Jamie Foxx with pizza box is just standing there with cops around him. And they go, dag nabbit. And they just take that guy out, break in.
That shot
So
is the
Ty
most.
loves that shot.
All right, so the scene is obscenely shot. So you got Jamie Foxx handling this pizza, and they got the camera like above him, and it goes Milano's Pizza. The guy opens the door, and he goes to reach for the pizza, and then they cut back to Jamie Foxx pulling the pizza box away, and then like smash cut back to the original shot. I don't know why they need the context of Jamie Foxx pulling the pizza box back away. It was just so bizarre looking. And then everyone just kind
It
of
also made
rushed
Jamie
in.
Foxx look 3 feet tall.
Yes,
Which is really funny.
yeah, because they did a Dutch angle going up.
Like, he's
It was
He's
unbelievable.
delivering pizza to a giant.
I screamed so loud. I said, "What the fuck?" Like, come on, this is Michael Mann, right? Why are we
Yeah.
shooting this
How
like
far,
this?
How far he has fallen. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Trash.
So now they've taken out Idiot Pizza Nazi, and they're in the trailer now. And one Nazi has the detonator in his hand to blow up wife.
Oh God.
And then what? Just the tweaker guy in there pulls out a knife, runs at Rico, is completely fucking owned. Another guy.
He also takes a long, Marty. He takes a long time to pull that knife out too. It's like 3 seconds.
Oh yeah, he does not know what he's doing. This is just like a guy. Like these other Nazi guys, like sort of big. This is just some twink, and he goes to get him with a knife in the midst of like 5. There's like 10 people in this fucking trailer. By the way,
Oh, there's another guy who like wakes up from a meth-induced slumber and then also tries to attack. Does he use a lamp? No,
He
bat.
uses-
He uses a baseball bat. Yeah.
all I have is, and I quote, another guy tries to get wise and is killed for his effort. So some other guy is killed, and now it's just like Nazi with detonator, and he's like, "You try to shoot me, I'll hit this button, we'll all die." And then one of the girl cops, whose name we do not know, is just
He's
becomes
doing the Sunny
coolest-
strategy.
Yeah,
Let it be known
just
he's doing the Sunny strategy. I have a bomb and I'll kill us.
But she just becomes the coolest person in this fucking movie. And she's like, "Yeah, bud, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna fire this bullet at 3,500 feet per second right into your head, gonna hit you right in the medulla. You'll be dead before you even know it. Your reflexes aren't that fucking good, Lamau, good joke, buddy." And then just shoots him and kills him, and he falls and does not hit the button. This lady owns him so fucking comprehensively. I wish this movie was about her.
I don't. She doesn't have a mullet. We don't know if she can dance or not. She doesn't even have a grenade. Like that shit.
Oh,
it wasn't.
yeah.
Okay, but,
no,
but she's the
that
most
concern.
competent person in this movie.
Doesn't have a boat.
Doesn't have a grenade.
Doesn't like
Doesn't have a boat.
mojitos. Yeah, come
She
on,
could
man.
have a boat. We don't know her interior life.
Nah, no boat.
It would have been a better movie.
We can
Again,
guess.
different movie heads. Where we at? This should have been something else.
I have
100%.
something about that too. I'll bring it up later.
Yeah, she was like from an episode of The Wire, and I don't think it fit thematically with the movie.
Nothing fits thematically about this movie, though. It has 19 different themes.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's knock off the things that fit thematically with the movie. Mullets,
Mojitos.
gratuitous
Boats.
sex, mojitos, grenades.
Loads.
Yeah,
Someone say
loads.
Audio
loads.
slave.
We got the
Lots of
loads.
loads,
We got the
yep.
loads.
Lots
yeah.
of loads, lots of boats, lots
And lots of sex and
mojito.
loads and loads and sex and loads.
Dark,
Greasy
and
hair.
dark Miami, rooftop brood scenes. I mean,
Palm driving.
we
there's
got
a
we got
theme.
Milano's Pizza.
Driving.
We got
Milano's Pizza, yeah.
Milano's Pizza. We
yeah,
got
driving,
Colin Farrell
Milano's
doing
Pizza.
something with a gun.
Oh, I
Jamie Foxx
specifically
has.
quoted someone saying, "I will recover the load. We don't have our load. The Americans have our load."
Yep.
Just like 3
Ah.
times.
Uh huh.
Just dirty American.
Before that scene even happened, I screamed, "Stop fucking bringing up the load!" And then they shotgunned me with 3 fucking loads.
Remember, Miami Ty says loads are refused.
Oh, the
rest
loads are
of
being
us-
refused.
hate
Not
that
gonna
guy.
happen.
Oh, the
Anyway,
explosion. I don't know if we got there yet, but that.
Not yet, not yet.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about that.
Oh God.
So yeah, they
Yeah.
cleared
Was
the,
it-
the white trash apartment finally, and they free Trudy, and Trudy's trying to kick that Aryan skinhead, like, "You motherfucker," and Rico's trying to pull her off and get her out, and then he just goes. He's like 100 yards ahead, even though he was right next to Trudy almost the entire
hey, hold
time.
on. We'll
Lay it
get
out.
there. There's a second. So yeah,
We gotta
Trudy. Kicks
About
that,
this
kicks that guy in the head. But
Almost
now we
there,
get a cut.
I think we got
I
a
didn't hear
thumbnail.
what he said.
That
But
should be the
anyways.
thumbnail. The
Yeah,
explosion of
listeners,
Jamie Foxx.
Tyler
and, like,
is.
people around.
We're not there yet. Editor Ty is showing us this
Yes,
explosion
okay.
that is
It'll be in the
ridiculous that's about
video.
to happen.
It'll be in the
at
video.
Okay.
0.25 speed over and over.
So I'll get here in 20 seconds. So John Nazi calls up Yarrow and is like, "Hey, they ain't here to buy drugs." And Yarrow goes, "Damn." And then he checks the cameras and he looks inside the trailer and he finds all of his Nazis are dead. He's like, "Fuck." And now Trudy, for some fucking reason, is still ambling around in the doorway of the trailer, even though every other cop is well outside. Nobody told her to wait there. And she's about to head back in for some reason. At this point, I'm thinking maybe she's in on it. Maybe she's a leak. No, we look at a cell phone that Yarrow calls, and it's a phone bomb, and she's in the doorway of the trailer, which explodes so fucking huge style. We get a cut to her on the ground, a pile of smoke in the dirt, not responding.
Michael Mann's a visionary for that one. Holy shit!
Exploded out like 40 feet of this doorway for no reason. Also, no collateral damage to anything else in this
She
trailer
was so
park, by
far in
way.
the back, getting
Ah,
fucking
man. Collateral mention.
She got shot out like a
Oh,
cannon.
collateral.
So, whatever, but she's not dead instantly. We take her to the hospital, and they're attempting to harvest her organs. As Sonny and Rico are waiting around in the hospital, like, damn. And Rico's like, damn, man, my wife almost died for this. And then Sonny goes, hey, man, there's only like 20 minutes left in this movie. We're just not going to resolve this plot line. So then the organ thieves come out. They're like, all right, here's the thing.
Yep.
She's alive, but also 15% of her body is severely burnt. Also, we're keeping her in a coma. Also, her lung and her spleen exploded. Also, her brain is swelling. If she gets an infection, she's dead. And then someone in the peanut gallery is like, hey, did y'all try to get the fluid out? And they're like, yeah, dumbass. But we can't.
Okay.
Shut the
Oh,
fuck up. They go,
okay.
alright, man.
Oh.
So she's basically dead because she just stayed in a doorway for no reason. And now we cut back to Yarrow again, the real star of this movie. Montoya's yelling at him, and he's like, yeah, man, but check this out. Look, it's your girl and Sonny dancing at the club. They got hard eyes. They're making smoochy face. Montoya goes, damn.
Wait a minute. She doesn't like the Allman Brothers. Oh
Up in the
man.
club.
man.
And now we get the real best scene in this movie, or close to it. Sonny is loading the guns up into a police car, and
Of-
you know he's cocking that thing crazy style.
Why does he do that?
Oh,
Editor
Hell
Ty, throw up
yeah.
Sonny jacking his
Yeah.
gun off. Sonny just like grabs top and goes,
Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. How do we deal? How do we do a deal? How do we deal? How do we do a deal?
How do we do?
Yeah, in the fucking hospital, there was a fucking thing that just like
How do we deal? How do we do a deal? I mean, how's anybody go?
he just like does not. It's like so fucking fast. Like what was that guy saying?
we're
We
gonna
don't
hit
even know.
2 hours on this.
No, we're not.
probably,
No, we're
maybe.
not. Braga, shoot
Anyway.
that guy crazy style, head first, boom.
Yeah, so
And
Sonny
then,
jacks
then
his
Sonny's
gun
locked.
off.
Then Sonny's locked and loaded. He's cocked and loaded. Editor Ty, throw it
Yeah.
up.
There he is. Yarrow's like, hey, haha, I heard things are fucked up. That's crazy, haha. So like, bitch, I
Oh
know
my
you
God.
did it.
Look
Give
at
me
that.
the fucking cash right now. I got your stuff, or I'm selling it to somebody else. Also, you show up personally. He was like, yeah, man, I hear you. I'll give you a location tomorrow. Sonny calls police dad, and he's like, hey, Yarrow's coming tomorrow in person. And their dad is like, hey, why would he show up? Why are we doing this? Why is anybody doing this? Everyone knows what's going on. And Jamie Foxx says, yeah, but we still got the stuff. They have to come. It's money.
Oh yeah, man.
My wife's dead because of me, and I have trauma that will not be resolved because this movie's almost over. And so Cop Dad says, I hear you. Here's what's going to happen. Whatever plan they have, they're going to change it, and they're going to set up an L-shaped ambush. What does that mean? Don't worry Who
about it.
I
cares?
can feel it coming in the air tonight. Hold
We
on.
get real
Not there yet.
fucked up in the air tonight.
Hold
in the
on.
back. background.
On point.
Cop Dad says, I'm running this op, so you guys have cover. Don't show the shit until we have eyes on their snipers. I'll have my counter sniper team, which we find out is basically just him.
We did it early, just like the movie.
So now Isabella comes into office somewhere to yell at Yarrow, and then Yarrow's bodyguard kills her bodyguard. He's like, Lamau, you're mine now. Your dad hates you, lol, Lamau. Rico's talking to Sonny. He's like, dog, for real. You can't be fucking with this lady. Sonny says, I hear you. Have you ever seen a Chinese Cuban, though? Come on.
I'm saying.
Damn.
And as Cop Dad said it would be, the pickup is changed at the 11th hour. So the L-shaped ambush can be set up. The boys roll out. Team Nazi is set up at an abandoned shipyard with a fucked up giant freighter ship. They're in cars infield. The boys arrive strapped up. Everybody's heavily armored. Cop Dad is up somewhere with the thermal cam. Says, hey, I can't find their shooters. Stall them. We get the you know it, you love it. Fuck you, show me the drugs. Fuck you, show me the money. Yada yada standoff. Yarrow comes out with Isabella. She's like, hey, Montoya loves me now. I'm his favorite son. I have her now. I'm gonna fuck her and then kill her, Sonny. You fuck. And Cop Dad's like, dog, I cannot find these shooters, man. Help.
It keeps cutting back to the Cop Dad being like, I don't know where he is.
Just
He's so sweaty.
Unable to do anything. I don't know, man.
He's so sweaty, guys.
It's Miami. It's
probably
hot.
115 degrees.
Yeah, it's Miami. Is it the daytime? No, it's absolutely nighttime. Anyway, so blah blah blah. Yeah, and Sonny's like, hey, you send Isabella over here to look at her money, so you know we have it, or this shit is off. And then one Nazi like talks shit to her, and she just disarms him immediately, knocks him out, and then one of Yarrow's big goons grips her up. But Yarrow's like, yeah, I know she just took my guy's gun and knocked him out, and clearly is going to like kill me if she has half a chance. But nah, just let her go over there. It's cool. I'm the world's dumbest man.
You too?
We do the boy exchange. Cop Dad finally has located the shooters, of
Okay.
which there are like 2.
Also, when he's like, I got one right here, his eyes are closed. His Ty,
He can
you
feel
editor
it.
Ty, editor Ty,
I got
find
you.
where he says he sees the shooter. His
Oh
eyes
my-
fucking closed.
The fucking guy's got so much sweat and fucking gas on his fucking glasses. He can't see. There's no way he can see.
He
man.
can feel it. He
He's like, I
feels
see
that
them. I see them,
this
man.
guy's
Feels it
energy.
coming in the air tonight.
And then he says, "How do we deal?
Oh
How do we
my
do a
God.
deal? How do we deal?"
How do we do? How
So
do we
they're
do?
talking-
How do we do?
They're talking about loads in the air tonight, but Cop Dad feels the vibration of the crystals the shooter has.
Tough.
He's like, we got him, light him up, boys. And the police counter snipers kill the Nazi snipers, and now everybody's just shooting at each other. And like, I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. There's a
No,
lot of shooting.
The shooting scene is pretty good, but for a
I
Michael
can't
Mann
tell who's
movie,
who, but
it's not that good.
I can't tell who's who or what's happening, but like, sure. We get fighting for a while. Eventually, a chopper with more police arrives to assist. Rico charges in, shoots Yarrow through the chest with a shotgun and his big goon bodyguard. We get a lot of shots of Isabella watching Sonny direct traffic, and she's like, damn, he was a cop the whole time. Fug. And so she runs over to try to kill him unarmed, I guess, and just pulls him out of cover, where Nazi Dad almost kills him, but Sonny hits a fucking drop shot, no scope, and hits
Yeah,
Nazi
it's
Dad in the
crazy.
Achilles tendon, so he fall, and then he head on other side of car, and he head. So Nazi Dad is dead by being drop shotted. The kill cam is embarrassing. The police win. Hooray. But Sonny just throws Isabella, who is still resistant, into a car and runs away. And Rico sees this after screaming at him 900 times to not do this, and just nods and like, that's cool. I'm Jamie Foxx, by the way. I was Ray Charles. I won an award. So the rest of the cops clean up the scene. Sonny is drives Isabella to a safe house, tries to call up somebody like, "Hey man, be here at time." We go to Columbia or whatever. The military is raiding Montoya's house, but it's everything in that house except some chairs has been taken. He got away. Oh no. Back at the safe house, Sonny's like, "Yeah, a guy named Frank is gonna get you to Havana, and nobody, including me, is gonna follow you." And they're like, "Damn, that
Damn.
sucks." We quick cut to Rico at hospital, and he's like, "Damn, wife's sleepy." And then we cut back to safe house, and Isabella is leaving on boat. Sonny is watching. We get a lot of that, and then Trudy's hand starts to move, so she's alive. And Sonny
Yippee.
finally goes, "Damn," and walks back to his car. And the movie ends with Sonny walking into the back of the hospital where I guess he's allowed. Maybe they'll take his Pinor because he doesn't need it anymore. And that's it.
What a fucking shit show. This movie is ass. I didn't even get to yell about the fucking like last gun scene with In the Air Tonight. The way the
Oh my God,
music
Phil Collins.
No, they
Yeah.
start the music as they're going to the scene. They cut the music. They did the whole duh just for no reason. Then they play the music again. And then we hear the duh again after the scene's over. Why did they play it twice?
Yeah.
Why did they do
You
it
don't
twice?
understand Michael Mann's vision.
This was all right. So I got about Michael Mann's vision. I got it. I got the quote here. You guys ready for this? This is very good shit. So
Yes, Scooby Doo.
Hit me.
the movie got delayed a bunch, and then some insiders claimed this budget to be a huge fucking $150 million budget, but then Universal said it was 135. And then Michael Mann decided during production, which features sudden script changes, filming in unsafe weather conditions and choosing locations that even the police avoid, drafting gang members to work as security. Michael Mann wanted the film to be as realistic as possible and took Colin Farrell along on what were thought to be real drug busts undertaken by FBI drug squads, though these were later found to have been staged.
Hell yeah.
They were just fucking with him. So this is like insane shit. And then after this movie came out, like I guess it was pretty like mid. Everyone didn't like it or liked it, but it wasn't like, you know, hugely remembered. But apparently now it's got like this huge like cult following. Was it Michael Mann said that this was the movie that got away, and apparently the ending was heavily revised because of what happened with that, with Jamie Foxx leaving. So he's like, I really sad I didn't get to shoot the real ending.
Them's the breaks, kid.
Yeah.
Apparently, as close as 2023, Michael Mann said he loved this movie, while saying the ending was ass.
Is
Colin
the
Farrell-
cult following in the room with us? Because I don't know how people find this any more than
Dude,
like, yeah, just me.
Here's
Where
what
is
it is.
the cult following?
No, here's what happens. So now in the big 2029 when this comes out, this movie's 23 years old. So now you can watch a movie at 10 and post on the internet about it once you're like 20, 25-ish and be like, that was cool. You saw this with the Star Wars prequels, it's the same thing. You just like what you liked when you were between like 6 and 10 years old.
Sure.
And now
People
you can
might also
post
be
about
watching
it.
this.
Instead of being your fucking parents who were like, I really liked the one radio program that aired when I was 7 that nobody
Yeah.
cares about.
So
Fair enough.
But you can put it on Reddit.
The kids nowadays, maybe the cult following is people watching this in 1-minute TikTok spurts.
So
Yeah.
allegedly,
Let's be honest.
It's a very
That's how I was watching Naruto fights on YouTube.
well, hold on, I
it's
got
a very
one more thing.
TikTokable movie. It has a nice aesthetic, I think. No specific shot is very good, but if you cut it down to like 45 seconds of the dudes brooding on a skyscraper, that is cool.
There are an odd amount of Discord gifs of this movie, so somebody cares. Also, the person that cares, I guarantee you, is Pete, who's not here.
Yeah, this is a very like because if you consider like a cultural backwater like Central Europe, they probably love this shit.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh,
'cause they
yeah,
have
there's
cars,
a-
because this movie features a lot of cars that run.
Yeah, cars
I'm
that
looking
run. Guys with
I'm
mullets.
looking
Yeah.
Miami Vice's Slovakia box office. See if I can get that.
All right, while you do that, as recent as
What,
2025,
what are Audio Slaves? What was the
I'm gonna kill Joe.
the billboard like in Yugoslavia?
All right.
Number one.
Okay, I have some European countries. I've got Bulgaria. How much do you think this movie grossed in Bulgaria?
50
Oof.
meatballs.
Oh, what? Yeah, like how many
he's
turnips
right.
did they have to pay to go see the movie?
It grossed $110,599 in Bulgaria.
No way. That's half
You
the
understand? That's a
GDP.
lot of money over there. Yeah,
That's all the money they have.
Come on, man.
Guys, there's supposed to be a fucking 4K version that's supposed to come out in July of 2025 by Shout Factory. And guess what?
Yo,
It's not
what?
out yet. They announced
Yo,
it. It's still not out.
69,000 in Slovakia.
Got
for the
delayed.
No
record.
way.
They're not true fans.
How the fuck do you
Huge
4K
pop.
this movie?
Well, you see, they have to
They're
go
ju-
pixel
they're-
by pixel and ungrain every single.
Yeah, good luck. It's just
Yeah.
gonna be the same movie again. Then
They're
you're just
gonna-
gonna say we got you. LOL.
They're just gonna have AI. They're just gonna have AI do it.
They might. Michael Mann might go back and say, that one DVD player that goes for the Xbox 360. I might get it on that.
Ooh, yeah, HD DVD.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah,
125,000 in Romania.
Oh my.
I told you, man.
Can you pickpocket a movie ticket?
Oh
This
my
movie
god.
is very coded.
Welcome to Borat. We're back.
Well,
Yeah. Closing
Didn't
comments.
this come out the same year? Or was
Yeah,
Borat
this is all
05?
2006.
yeah, man. It's all 2006.
This movie's ass. I don't know. Whoever's having a cult following is just a fucking memer, and I think anyone who decided that this is like a good movie, I don't get it. I'm sorry. I don't understand your vision.
17,578 in Serbia and Montenegro. Pete, was that entire box office?
Oh my god.
Wow.
He'll kill you for that statement, by the way.
Keep it in. It's not going to air until 2045. Keep it
Yeah,
in.
you'll be safe. Pete doesn't listen anyway. He hates listening to us. Right, Pete? Yeah.
Pete is a proud Croatian, for those at home.
I got nothing else to say about this shit show. This movie fucking sucked. Worst movie we've
Yeah,
done on this pod.
final thoughts.
I've watched like so many fucking movies for this podcast. I wasn't even going to be on it, but I felt like I had to because this is the worst one. Because you got me sitting here for
And would you say it
2
was
hours.
better or worse than Santa with Muscles?
Worse. Because that
Uh-huh.
movie was funny. This is not
Worse.
funny. The only 2 scenes that are funny is Milano's Pizza and then fucking jerking off the gun and exploding the one wife just across the fucking just flew away. And Jamie Foxx's
One
face.
wife, one family. You know?
In your heart. Encore Numb shows up. We go crazy. No tone of this movie is consistent. Nobody cares while they're on each fucking scene during this movie. It's way too fucking long. Michael Mann's vision is shit, and maybe we should make maybe not a cult following, but a reassessment of his films. Maybe they're not as good as we really
there's
thought.
No, there's nothing to reassess because the other films he made are good and this one isn't, and that's just the bottom line.
Yeah, Collateral.
We'll see. We'll see when
once
Heat
again
2
say
comes out.
Collateral is a phenomenal movie. Don't watch Heat 2.
It's
Don't
not out
do
yet.
it.
Come on, Adam Driver.
I'm not watching
Fellas,
that.
I could use Heat too. It's real cold out right now, am I right?
Shout out to everyone being
No,
frozen.
it's actually very, very warm at the Gaylord Center.
Well,
The
can
National
I
Harbor,
date this
Maryland, where we
episode?
are.
Y'all like
we had
that?
a huge gate.
Yeah, y'all like
Yeah.
that? Y'all like that 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7 sound off in the comments below.
No way.
Eric, I throw it in 6 or 7 times, and you've been on the sponsored
We
cut.
don't-
We don't care what Tanya
we-
has to say. I'm kidding. Tanya, say something.
I was just gonna say.
The WWE.
Oh wait.
That's right.
That's right. That's very true. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, man.
It's WWE.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is the WCW 2001 of movies.
Is
Which
this
of
still
these movies?
going?
Are we done
Who
yet?
had more cocaine? Miami Vice 06 or all of the NWO run? Who had more cocaine?
I think
Oh, the
I think-
NWO.
I think the review is over.
Mile, dude. Come on.
I think the
Yeah.
review is over at this point.